Here, just listen to this, okay?
But one of the toughest housing markets in the country right now is Rochester, New York, upstate New York, 200,000 people, about 1 million people in the metro area. And yet home prices there are up 12%. The average time on market is 8 days. I talked to a bunch of people who have experienced this market, and they say competition is extremely intense.
Yeah, that was from Yahoo. And let me tell you, as a realtor in Rochester, New York, they're absolutely correct. You would never expect it, but when you look at the numbers, Rochester tells a very different story than most people expect. All right, let's talk about something that's blowing people away. Rochester, New York is officially one of the hottest real estate markets in the entire country. Hotter than San Francisco, hotter than San Jose, hotter than Boston, even New York City itself. And when you look at the numbers, you'll understand why. The market is at an absolute frenzy right now, and the numbers, they don't lie. You see, we have a lot of clients that reach out to us from YouTube. They're moving here from markets like San Diego, San Francisco, Texas, Florida, the whole shebang, right? Everyone conglomerates here. And when we look at all the property price points and we look at all the things that we gotta look at, it's evident. The market here is so much more competitive because, number one, our cost of living, our cost of home acquisition, way cheaper than the national average. And for reference, Zillow's home market index ranks Rochester as 146.5. Just to put my money where my mouth is, a 70 is considered a strong market. 70. We're double that. And to combine with this, homes are going under contract in less than 8 days. You list a home for $300,000, you get 47 showings, and the offers, they go up to 400. Inspections, don't even bother. You know, we actually had a client of ours reach out to us all the way from Buffalo, which is about an hour and a half away. It was a family friend, it was a mutual connection, and they said one thing: the Rochester market is so much tougher than Buffalo. And I said, exactly. We've been looking right now for the past 4 months, and we haven't been able to find anything at all. All the offers that we want to write, they're going for way above asking price. And unfortunately, it really does dampen the whole mood because the home buying journey is so positive. It's so exciting. You're ready to make a move. You're ready to do something, but now it's slowing down. And yeah, that depression, let me tell you, it hits. We look at the numbers as a whole, it shows a very, very evident picture. Home prices have gone up 12.5% compared to last year. Right now, our median home acquisition cost around $225,000. But with the bidding wars that exist, the $225,000 goes up to $250,000, $280,000, and even $300,000. But why am I telling you this? I make my money by selling houses. And if that's the case, why would I stop people from wanting to come here? Well, I don't want to stop you. In fact, there's some absolutely booming neighborhoods that we're going to talk about in a little second that actually address all these things. The reason I bring these about is because, well, number one, I don't want you to make this massive mistake of selling your property in another market and then coming here and then having to stay in a hotel for 5 to 6 months, because you're definitely not staying with me. And number two, I don't want you to feel depressed or burdened by what's actually happening, because it's not just you, and it's not just the fault of the players as a whole, it's the entire freaking game. Again, not all zones in Rochester are made equally. There are some absolutely hot zones that you have to know about. First one has to be Greece, which is really surprising for a lot of people because you're thinking immediately right off the bat Pittsburgh and Brighton. And we're gonna get to those in a second, but Greece is sizzling hot. It's proximity to downtown, it's decent schools, and overall it's cheaper cost of living compared to the other cities and other suburban locations here. Yeah, people are transiting there more and more, and because of that, the home prices are going up way higher. Places like East Rochester and Brighton, they're hotter than Nepal in July. Yeah, it's that hot. Investors love these locations. They're amazing for people that are looking to rent, that are actually working in the city or in close proximities to it. Even the locals that are trying to buy these houses right now, they can't because it's that expensive. The question remains, what's driving this? Why are people coming here so much in droves? Well, a few massive things. Number one is overall affordability. You see, even though our median cost of a home right now is $225,000, the national average is $450,000, double that amount. Secondarily is our beautification, our proximity to the Finger Lakes, our proximity to Toronto, our proximity to New York City, our proximity to all of these things makes it something that, well, people want to come by for. Number two is its economic shift. Obviously, we had Kodak, we had Xerox, but now we've got tech. Now we've got healthcare and education as these main facilitators. Employers like Paychex and Wegmans, they're here and they're employing hundreds of people left and right. And right now, the median home amount in terms of how much people are making, around $67,000, which honestly, contrarian to what I'm saying here, actually allows you to purchase a property. Here's the main issue. As the end of March, we only had about 900 homes for sale. And that's not just Monroe County, that's all the surrounding areas with it. 900 in a populace of over 200,000 and the general metro being over 1 million. And since the Great Recession, Rochester's housing market is over 18,000 units short compared to what needs to be considered stable. So here's some of the major problems, and stick around because I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm seeing. I'm boots on the ground every single day. I have 2 closings happening just this week alone with my clients. And let me tell you, our buyers that are looking at houses, there's some strategic things that we absolutely have to implement. And I'll tell you exactly the anecdotal things that are happening with every single thing from a situational perspective so you know everything. The biggest problems is bidding wars like none other. It's agents listing a home $50,000, $100,000 below asking price, which in turn creates massive demand, massive waves, and overall $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 offers above asking price. You look great in front of your sellers, but to everyone else, you're just a complete ass. Number 2, the biggest issue that we're seeing is just writing with no inspection. You see homes that are going on the market, they're getting, well, like a split ticking up fast. 8 days. That doesn't give time for an inspection. And you buy a 1930 Colonial, and the next thing you know, you have a lot more problems than you think you do. Third is our weak job growth. Yeah, we've got some companies here like Paychex and Wegmans, but let me tell you, we're not Austin, we're not the Silicon Valley. Rochester's population isn't growing either, and you're buying into a market that's actually losing residents. The other thing is our limited amenities. We're Rochester. Now, we have a lot of really cool things. Festivals, jazz festivals, the Lilac festivals, we're close enough to the Finger Lakes, but at the same time, we're not a big city. And even compared to places like Buffalo or Syracuse, I still think from an amenities standpoint, there's some things that you obviously have to know. We have been boots on the ground looking at homes like crazy. My team has been working left and right nonstop to help buyers get properties. And I'll tell you one thing, man. It's tough. It's super tough. It's hard. And honestly, people are getting discouraged all the time. So why am I making this video, right? Like, what's the purpose of this if I sell houses, and why am I discouraging you from buying a house? I'm not. I just want to make sure you know that. I'm not discouraging you. I just want you to have all the facts. That's it. There's so many people here that are here for a paycheck. There are so many people here that are here for a commission check. I don't want that to be us. I don't want these content that we're posting to be content that feels like, oh my gosh, I got to go buy a house now, or I got to do this. No. If you like us, if you know us and you trust us, you're going to buy a house with us when you feel ready. And I just want to make sure that we have that stabilization to it. Now, am I saying that we're not getting offers accepted? No, we actually got 2 offers accepted this week. Let's go. Our clients are getting properties. But at the same time, it requires thoughtful buyer consultations. It requires a strategic game plan that you have to have with your agent. It requires timing. It requires understanding the price points of everything that's happening. It requires agent-to-agent connections, which I think we have all those things for our teams and all the people that we're working with left and right. So honestly, who is it for and who is it not for? If you want a tranquil, quiet area, then Rochester is for you. If you still want to purchase a property, even though you're overbidding $50,000, but the list price doesn't matter, then Rochester is the place for you. If you have family here, Rochester is the place for you. If you're in healthcare, Rochester is the place for you. You got to know all these things. You got to factor in all these things. And going halfway into the year, it's still so tough, man. Even halfway into the year, we thought the inventory level was going to rise because of the springtime, and it has a little bit, but not as much as we thought it would. So take all these factors into consideration. Take all of this and understand that if you are coming to Rochester, if you know that you're going to be making this home, you have to game plan it. You have to have all the data, you have to have all the numbers, and you have to be willing to understand that you're going to bleed a little bit. The first offer will not be accepted. The second offer probably won't be accepted either. Take all these things into consideration. Take all the facts, take all the numbers, and work with someone that actually has connections that can guide you through the process as a whole. It's a tough market, but it's not an impossible market. And halfway through the year, that's what we're seeing. We're seeing that impossibility sense diminish. Rochester is still one of the hottest real estate markets in the entire country. But here's the thing, the country as a whole has slowed down so much. Even in the rhetoric of hottest, even in the aspects of how top it is, the top as a whole has actually gone down because everything else has gone down. Look at what's happening in Florida. So we're definitely the hottest. There's no question about it. But from a perspective of how hot in comparison to maybe even 2023 or early parts of 2024, we've slowed down a tidbit this much. So Take that into consideration. Take all these things into consideration. I want you to buy a house. I want you to move to Rochester. I want you to call us when you decide to do so. But I don't want you to make a decision that doesn't make you happy, because that means that we didn't do our jobs. And I promise you, we're good at our jobs. Listen, by the way, I shared an entire A to Z guide of living in Rochester, picking out the neighborhoods and figuring out what's best for you. I'll put that video right here. Watch it, and I'll see you soon. Peace.